Welcome to Spennymoor. So these houses I really do like. They've got a flat roof, and they have on this side as well. Don't know why that is, but it's quite interesting. And here's another as well. This is an excellent house, really big. It's on the corner of Osborne Road and Clyde Terrace, which runs down into the town. So there's quite a few houses for sale, and well, that one's for auction, that one's for sale, and that one's for rent. But houses around here, the 2, maybe 3-bedroom houses, go for about, well, as cheap as 60,000 up to about 85, which is pretty good. So most houses are occupied, but this one's unoccupied and boarded up. But most are occupied and pretty decent, to be honest, apart from this pebble dash effect, which seems to be everywhere. So this is a painting of Eddie's fish shop, which it's on Craddock Street in Spennymoor, but it doesn't seem to exist. I haven't seen it. Maybe it was there. I don't know. That's Craddock Street going up there anyway. This is the main street going down to Cheapside, which is the main drag into Spennymoor town. And you just thought it was a television programme. It's for Chinese as well. Love Plus One. Must be a hairdresser's. That's run by Nick Hayward, presumably. And this is Spennymoor Town Hall. It's got the the turret on the top. Built in 1913, or completed in 1913. And you can find the Bob Abbey Art Gallery, which is based within the town hall. So this precinct was built in 2016, from what I read, and it's not got a lot going for it particularly. It's got mainly tanning shops and card shops, card factory or whatever it is, and some charity shops and Greggs, which is everywhere in the UK. It's quite a decent sized little precinct bit, square, but nothing seems to go on here. But I quite like it really. Now things are supposed to be getting better in Spennymoor, because it's been awarded £20 million government funding to develop the town centre. So I know people have been consulted on that at the moment, but we'll see if that comes to fruition and whether things change for the town. So over in the distance there you've got Iceland and Home Bargains and Aldi and the usual things you see in towns, but for the size of the town in Spennymoor, it's got a lot of this kind of stuff. That building over there is Spennymoor Library and Leisure Centre, and it used to be on Close Street apparently, which was demolished. These houses were demolished in the 1970s. This is a painting of Close Street. So this is a depiction of Edward Street back in the day, I guess. It's looking a bit dark and grimy. And that's what it looks like today. These are the premises of the Grind Cafe restaurant, which has got a very good reputation out here. And it started off as a smaller establishment, which is still kept open. It's called the Baby Grind. So you've got the Baby Grind and the Grind, and that is recommended place. One of the best names for a Wetherspoons. This is the Grand Electric Hall. Check this out, a bank that's actually open. Wow. This is Spennymoor's small pub, microbrewery pub called the Little Tap, and I've been in a couple of times and it's very good. Very good indeed. Decent beers. Yeah, I think it's time they took that shit down. So Spennymoor's got a population just under 20,000 people. And that covers the town and the outskirts of the town. And of course it's famous, not famous, but it's probably noted as most places in County Durham are for the mining industry, which developed in the 1800s and then sort of petered out around the 1960s. And there are a couple of famous people from Spennymoor. One person is the football referee George Courtney, and then I can't remember her name, but the lady who invented the Teletubbies is from Spennymoor, would you believe? So this is the brewery field, which is home to Spennymoor Town Football Club. We play in the National League North, non-league football, which is 2 divisions below the Football League. And they had a decent season. Just missed out on playoffs really. Managed by Graham Lee, who's quite experienced, so I would imagine that they'll probably do well next season, hopefully. Here's some of the past players of Spennymoor Town. And this guy here, Gavin Cogden, saw him play against Scarborough when he played for South Shields. And he's known as Titch, and he is a very good player, or was a very good player. I think he's retired now. Here's some of the other players. Some people might recognise their names or not. They won the FA of A's, of course, in 2013. And here it is. Actually mint ground. It's really interesting. This is the just the street near the football grounds, but this is the variety of housing on one street is quite extraordinary really. I don't know what's happened here. This is a fairly boarded up building here. It looks like a schoolhouse, but no. It certainly seems better days and I can't see it being redeveloped. But then you look over here and something's being redeveloped, so maybe there's some hope for that in the future. Someone might buy it and turn it into something big. And this is Victoria Jubilee Park, which is really nice actually. So these mining carts, these are in the memory of the people that were killed in the mines in the Spennymoor area, and some of the names are there on the plaques at the bottom. So as we walk up Jubilee Park, in conclusion, I guess Spennymoor is quite a decent place really. Cheap houses, not so bad, not a lot boarded up really. There's not a lot of money in the town, but there's been a redevelopment of course, which is under consultation for the 20 million to be spent in the town, so I can imagine things improving around here. Buy a house now might be the right thing to do for the future. It's only 7 miles to Durham, a short bus ride. You can actually get a bus to Newcastle, the X21, you can go all the way to Newcastle via Durham from Spennymoor, so it's not too far. It's not too far to Bishop Auckland as well. That's got, you know, usual shops and things to do around there as well. So I think generally Spennymoor is a good solid 8.5 out of 10.